This is Paradise Ocean Hotel. Written by Nick Haskins. Narration by Reese. Chapter 5. You're Safe. Once Tamara is gone for the evening, Sherry prints the second set of night reservations when her phone rings. She huffs when she looks at the caller ID. What is it, Kara?
I've been calling you for 2 weeks straight, Mama. Why are you just now answering me?
Because I've been busy raising the child you decided to leave behind again, remember?
I told you, I met a guy in a motorcycle club. He wanted me to go to LA with him, and I couldn't take Lacey, so I left her with you, her very capable grandmother. But I'm back now, and I want my daughter.
Well, you're not getting her. It was some biker this time. The last time you disappeared, you were stripping in some seedy club and couldn't care for her because you weren't getting home until after 5 a.m. So once again, you left Lacey with me for who knows how long. And the time before that,
Mama, what is your goddamn point?
My point is that you're not doing this to Lacey again, Kara.
Doing what? Coming back to my child? But that's where you're wrong, Mama. I'm her mother. Now, where is she? I went by the duplex, but the downstairs neighbor said you got evicted, so what's up? Where did you move to, and where's my kid, Mama?
Goodbye, Kara. I'm busy.
Mama, don't you hang up. Listen, I know you're pissed at me, but I'm finally getting it together. I even have a room for Lacey. Mama, I'm in a new house with a big front yard and everything.
A house? Where?
Well, Mama, I met this guy.
Goodbye, Kara.
Mama, listen to me, okay? I met this guy with the big house. He even has a swimming pool in the back. He says he's going to get Lacey a new swing set and...
Kara, please, just stop it. I don't want to hear about you and another loser.
This one has money, Mama. Besides, you can't take care of Lacey. With all your garnishments and liens, you can barely afford to put food in your mouth. So let me have my daughter and help you, Mama. You can stay with us too.
And what happens when this man you just met wants you, your mother, and your daughter out of his house? Huh? Then what?
Then we'll worry about that when the time comes. But either way it goes, I want my kid.
Well, like I said, you're not getting her. You're too unstable.
You are such a bitch. I swear I hate you so much. Where is my daughter?
And with her daughter yelling and cursing in her ear, Sherry's line beeps. She says, I love you too, dear. Okay. Uh-huh. Good night.
You dirty asshole. Don't you dare hang up on me. I'm going to call the cops on you. You have your ass arrested for kidnapping.
Sherry clicks over to the other line as her daughter threatens her. Hey, baby. It's her granddaughter, Lacey.
Hi, Grandma. Are you off work? I'm hungry.
Yes, baby. I'm off. I'm going to go grab a pizza, and then I'll be up there, okay?
Soon? I can't stop my stomach from growling, and it hurts because it's empty.
A tear runs down Sherry's face as she pulls just a few dollars out of her smock. I know, sweetheart. And yes, I'll be there soon. Just hold tight for Grandma, okay? And don't make any sounds because
we're not supposed to be in here. I know.
That's right, baby. This is Grandma's job, and I could get in a whole lot of trouble if anyone found out we're staying here.
I know. I won't make a sound. I've been quiet all day.
That's my girl. I'll be up there soon with all the pizza you can eat, okay?
Okay. I love you, Grandma.
I love you too, baby. After Sherry hangs up, she prints out the rest of the reservation list, turns the light low, and heads out the hotel for pizza. The following morning, Sherry is up before 6 a.m. getting ready. She got up so early to shower and get downstairs before any staff arrived at the hotel. She and her 7-year-old granddaughter have been staying here since they were evicted from Sherry's duplex 2 months ago. Since her daughter has been gone for months, Sherry has had no help caring for the girl. Then the state cut the little food stamps she was getting because Kara didn't go recertify the way she was supposed to. A month later, her landlord evicted her after she fell behind on her rent. That day, looking out the window at all her earthly possessions on the curb, and then over at her granddaughter in her passenger seat, Sherry had to make a quick decision. It was either stay in her minivan or out of one of the service rooms here at the hotel until she figured something out. That was at the beginning of summer. Now it's August and they're still here. If Mr. Lee ever found out, he could fire her and charge her with theft for staying on property and not paying. But Sherry is working overtime to ensure he won't find out. Once she gets dressed, she peeks in on her granddaughter. She's still sleeping soundly, so Sherry takes the pizza box from the refrigerator and sets it on the table. When she opens the box, she frowns. It's only 2 pieces left? With her stomach growling, Sherry says, "Oh well." Then she closes the box and writes her granddaughter a quick note on the notepad and leaves it on the counter. "Here's breakfast, baby. Call me from the hotel phone when you wake up. And remember, be quiet. I love you." Sherry leaves the note on the box and slips out of the room. She hurries to the elevator across the hall and gets in before anyone sees her. When she makes it down to the lobby, she steps off the elevator and swiftly looks from right to left to ensure Mr. Lee, Gloria, or any other hotel staff aren't around. When she sees the coast is clear, she scurries across the hall to the front desk. She flicks on the lights, turns on the computers, and starts the coffee. Sherry exhales a sigh of relief that no one caught her. So she and her granddaughter were safe. No sooner than Sherry turns on the last light behind the desk, the skinny white man standing there scares the hell out of her. Sherry grabs her chest when she says, Oh, hello, good morning. You scared me." She flashes a fake smile at the serious-looking guy when she says, "The front desk clerk, Tamara, should be here any moment. Are you looking for a room?" "No, Sherry. Actually, I'm looking for you." Sherry sets down the coffee cup she's holding and takes a good look at the man. "Sir, do I know you?" He hands her his card. "My name is Detective Sims. I'm here to ask you a few questions." Sherry is semi-pleasant when she says, "Sure, okay. Is this about the girl we found dead here?" "Yes, but first, I want to discuss something else. Someone else." Sherry looks at the detective. "About Mr. Lee?" "Why don't you come down to the station so we can chat?" Sherry's fear quickly turns defensive. "Listen, sir, I don't know anything. I'm not even the one who found the body. So maybe you should be talking to Tamara or even Gloria, but not me. Besides, I've given at least a dozen interviews and witness statements. Now I have to come down to the station just to tell them what I don't know again? No way, I'm done, and I'm also working." Sherry picks up the cups and heads off to the bar. "Have a good day, detective." When Sherry walks away, the man stops her with, "You can either comply and come down to the station to talk to me, or I can stand right here and talk to you about you and your granddaughter staying in this hotel." When Sherry whirls around to him, Detective Sims says, "And then you can tell Mr. Lee why you're staying here too." Now Sherry looks worried. "Sir, I already told you I don't have anything to do with anything, and I don't want to be involved." "Too late. You're in it, and we need answers. Now, come down to the station after your shift. I have a lot of questions about Tamara Johnson." Sherry's forehead wrinkles when she asks, "Why Tamara?" She's been entertaining a well-known violent drug dealer, someone we've been closely watching. She checked him into Cottage A last night and has been out there with him ever since. She's with him right now. Again, that has nothing to do with me. Talk to Tamara about Tamara's business. Before the detective turns and heads out the entrance, he says, "Come down to the station when you get off, Sherry. I won't come here and ask again." Once he leaves, Sherry stands there as if her feet are glued to the tacky brown carpeting. "I don't want to be involved in anything they have going on around here. Like I said, I'm not in it." Sherry's phone vibrates in her smock. It's a voicemail. Her granddaughter just left. "Oh, shoot. I missed Lacey's call talking to that damn detective." "Good morning, Grandma. I got your note and breakfast. I love you. Have a good day." After Sherry clicks her phone off, the detective's voice starts ringing out in her head. "You can either comply and come down to the station to talk to me, or I can stand right here and talk to you about you and your granddaughter staying in this hotel." When Gloria comes sashaying in, as she does every morning, she walks past Sherry, almost as if she's not going to speak, but she eventually does. "Good morning, Sherry." When Sherry doesn't give her usual bubbly "good morning" back, Gloria turns and looks at her. Sherry, are you okay? Good morning. Yes, I'm fine. Before she heads to the kitchen to grab the coffee pot, she says, I just have a lot of work to start. 9 hours later, when Sherry entered the precinct, she hesitated for a moment before she walked up to the man behind the front desk. Hi, I'm here for Detective Sims. What's your name, ma'am? Sherry Cook. Sure, he's expecting you. Right this way. When they walked into a small office a few steps from the front, the man says, Wait here, he'll be right with you, before leaving her. Once Sherry is alone in the detective's office, she sits and looks around, nervous. She's wringing her hands together, and there's a few beads of sweat popping out on her forehead. I'm getting out of here. The moment Sherry stands up, the detective walks in. He says, Please, have a seat, looking at her standing there. Sir, I shouldn't be here. As I told you earlier, I work at Paradise Ocean, but I don't have anything to do with whatever is happening there. I do my job, and then you head upstairs to a hotel room you and your granddaughter are not supposed to be in. When he has Sherry's attention, he orders her to sit down and tell him what she knows. That's just it. I don't know anything about what Gloria, Mr. Lee, or Tamara do in that hotel, and I don't care. You're going to care if I call Child Protective Services. He takes a beat, looking right at Sherry. And since you don't know anything, I want you to wear a wire for me. Sherry jumps up again. Sir, please, I can't do that. You can, and you will. I told you I have nothing to do with what goes on in that hotel. How many more times am I going to have to tell you that? How long have you and your granddaughter been staying there? You're not going to keep scaring me with that. If you're going to tell Mr. Lee, then tell him. Tell Gloria, hell, I don't care who you tell. Goodbye. We've been watching that place for weeks now, Sherry. We think your boss and Gloria are trafficking 2 prostitutes in and out of there. And now one of them is dead. So, this is serious. And your help could be what we need to put the pieces all together. Well, as I said, I can't help you. Right before Sherry leaves, the detective says, What if I could get you and your granddaughter out of there? Get you a new place by first of next week. When Sherry turns and looks at him, he says, Help me, Sherry, and I'll help you. The detective can tell she's thinking about it, which she is. Sherry is not talking loudly and throwing her arms like before. She's much calmer when she says, I don't know if I can do this. Detective Sims pulls out a brochure with a beautiful 4-story apartment on the front. Here, this place is over on Keystone Drive in Midtown. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it has a pool. It could be all yours, or you can get thrown in with Mr. Lee, Gloria, and that guy Tamara Johnson is running around with because they're all going down. But the choice is yours. Sherry is a breath away from bolting from the detective's office, but the apartment brochure won't let her. She's frozen, unable to move or think about anything other than getting her and her granddaughter out of that hotel. Lacey starts school this month. I have to get her out of that room and keep her away from her mother. If I do this, we could get out of there, and maybe things will return to normal. Sherry is in heavy thought when Detective Sims asks, So what's it going to be? Can I count on you, Sherry? Yes, but I'm scared. Don't be. You'll be working with me and my partner the whole time. You're safe. 2 hours later, Sherry is driving back to the hotel. It's well after 7. She didn't mean to be gone this long, but at least she had dinner and money in her pocket. After she sat and told the detective why she and her granddaughter were staying at the hotel, he gave her $100, probably because he felt bad. That money wouldn't solve all of her problems, but at least she could feed her grandbaby. As she drove, Sherry looked over at the Walmart bags of her passenger seat, which were full of groceries. I'm doing this so we can get a place. Once she makes it back to the hotel, she drives over to the cottages where the detective said Tamara and the guy had been staying. Sherry says, "There's her car," when she sees Tamara's Mustang. What the hell is she doing here? She knows this is against hotel policy. She quickly shuts off her headlights and exits her car with it still running. She then runs to the side of Cottage A and looks inside. There are at least 6 men in the living room, playing a video game on the big screen mounted on the wall and smoking weed and cigarettes. Sherry then goes to the next window, where the half-naked chick with the smock and mask on is. The blinds are closed on this window, so Sherry really can't see anything except through a small crack. She's about to walk away, but the odd odor coming from the room stops her. What the hell is that smell? Sherry pauses for about 10 seconds before she turns the doorknob on the side of the French doors, and to her surprise, it's unlocked. As the door creaks open, Sherry tiptoes in. The blaring music meets her at the door along with that horrible smell. As she peeks around the corner, she fingers for the wire underneath her clothes to ensure it's still in place. When she feels the cord taped between her breasts, she stops messing with it and takes a deep breath. Come on, Sherry. You can do this. As Sherry snoops, she sees the half-naked girl a few feet away from her. Sherry dips her head back when the girl goes to turn on another burner. When Sherry peeks again, she looks at all the vials. What is she cooking? Sherry's eyes get big when she sees the muriatic acid beside the burner. Oh my God, meth?